Hi, everyone, and welcome. My name is Mandy Roberts, and I'm the CASA Program Director with Brightside Child and Family Advocacy here in Savannah. I want to start by thanking you for being here today and taking time out of your busy schedules to learn more about becoming a CASA, a court-appointed special advocate. Today, I hope you'll walk away with a clearer picture of what CASA volunteers do and why their work is so powerful, and how you could be the difference in the life of a child in foster care. Right now, there are about 300 children in foster care right here in Chatham County. That's 300 young lives that have been disrupted. Children who have experienced abuse, neglect, or instability. Children in foster care that we serve can range from 0 to 21 years of age. Yes, 21. When a youth turns 18, they have the choice to remain in foster care to continue to receive services to help them be successful. Nelson Mandela once said, "There can be no keener revelation in a society soul than the way it treats its children." And the reality is, our children are counting on us. They are counting on caring, consistent adults to show up for them when their world feels uncertain. That's where the CASA comes into play. So, what is a CASA volunteer? CASA is a volunteer appointed by the juvenile court judges here in Chatham County to advocate for the best interest of a child in foster care. But what does that really mean? It means spending time with your assigned child or children. Sometimes you might be the only consistent adult presence in their life. It means talking to teachers, counselors, caseworkers, doctors, foster parents, family members, everybody involved in that child's life. It means reviewing records and looking at every aspect of the child's life, their education, their health, their safety, their emotional well being, so you can make thoughtful recommendations to the court about what the child truly needs. If you ever hear a judge talk about our CASA program, they will refer to us as the eyes and the ears of the court. There are so many different people involved in the cases that we are assigned to, from caseworkers to attorneys, all of which have different viewpoints on what should happen in the child's life. The CASA is the only person that gives that whole picture of what is going on so that the judge can make decisions on the case. Also, caseworkers and attorneys have 30, 40, 50, even more cases. Our CASAs only have one or two cases at the most, depending on availability, which gives the child that more specialized care and attention that our children do deserve. CASAs usually spend anywhere between 10 and 15 hours a month on their case, which can fluctuate depending on circumstances of the case. At its heart, being a CASA is about giving a child a voice. Children in foster care often feel invisible, and when they have a CASA, they know someone is listening, someone is standing up for them, and someone cares about their future. CASAs are required to see the children that they're assigned to at a minimum of once a month. Some CASAs see and talk to their children more often than that, which is awesome, but it is only required to be once a month. Now, we do have some barriers and system issues that we face. Unfortunately, there's this shortage of foster parents here in Chatham County. So let me just stop right there and encourage you to inquire about being a foster parent if that is the calling for you. Just like we need more CASAs, we also need more foster parents locally so that our children can stay in their home schools, their home communities, and be closer to their families. With a shortage of foster parents locally, unfortunately, a high number of our children are placed outside of Chatham County, as far away as Atlanta, Columbus, Augusta. Pick any city in Georgia, and I'm sure we have had a child placed there. Children who are placed farther away tend to be our older youth and larger sibling groups because, again, in Chatham County, there are just not the resources for homes that will accommodate them. So, a CASA that is assigned to a child who is placed farther than 2 hours away, the requirement for seeing the child in person is once every quarter or once every 3 months. But since a big part of being a CASA is building relationships with your child, in the months you don't see them in person, you would still need to make contact via phone, FaceTime, virtual call, any type of contact with them so that you are able to assess their safety, well being, and continue to foster that positive relationship with them. The difference CASA makes is remarkable. Studies show that children with a CASA are twice as likely to find a safe and permanent home. They are more likely to succeed in school, they experience fewer placements, meaning fewer moves from one foster home to another. They receive more of the services they need to thrive, and perhaps more importantly, they're half as likely to re enter foster care once they leave. Let me share a story with you. One of our CASA volunteers here in Chatham County was assigned to a teenage boy who had been in care for years. He had bounced from home to home. In the time she met him, he had given up on trusting adults. But this CASA volunteer showed up month after month, year after year. She went to his basketball game. She talked with his teachers. She advocated for tutoring when he started to struggle in school. She reminded him over and over again that he mattered. Because of her persistence, he got the educational support that he needed, and eventually he was adopted by a family who had been cheering him on all along. At his adoption hearing, he said, "I never thought anyone would fight for me. My CASA never gave up." And that's the power of the CASA right there, is giving that hope to a child. Beyond the life-changing impact on children, CASA is also a wise investment for our community. 1 year of CASA advocacy costs less than 1 month of foster care. Think about that. Less than 1 month. That means your time and dedication not only transforms a child's life, but also strengthens our community in a sustainable way. The CASA model is also designed so that each CASA is paired with the CASA staff member. We call them CASA coordinators. That coordinator is the CASA support and guide while the CASA is working their case. You're not alone in this work. Our amazing team is there to support you. So, how do you become a CASA? Let's talk about that. It starts with training. Our pre-service training is a 40-hour flex curriculum that blends online and in-person learning. You'll complete 15 hours in the classroom, 15 hours online, and participate in courtroom observation. During training, you'll learn about the child welfare system, the role of the CASA, the tools you'll use to be a strong advocate. You'll also have support every step of the way from our staff and experienced volunteers. After your first year, you'll complete 12 hours of continuing education annually, which helps you stay informed and continue to be effective in your role as a CASA. We also take background checks very seriously because we want to ensure the safety of the children that we serve. This process includes fingerprints, criminal history searches, registry checks, and reference checks. This step protects our children and makes sure that we are placing them with the right advocates on their side. And then once you complete training and background checks are complete, you'll be sworn in with one of our juvenile court judges. This is a powerful moment. You'll stand in front of the court, raise your right hand, and officially become an officer of the court. From that moment forward, you have the authority and the responsibility to advocate for a child's best interest. I can't think of a more powerful volunteer opportunity right there. So, what are the next steps? If you're interested in joining our CASA team, please go to our website at brightsideadvocacy.org. And once you complete the application there, our program will reach out to you and schedule an interview. The interview is intended to be a way to get to know you better and you get to know us better to ensure that this is the right volunteer opportunity for you. After the interview, we will get you started on the background check process and prepare you to start our next training class. So as we close, I just want to say thank you for listening, for opening your heart and considering this role. CASA volunteers don't just change a child's case, they change the child's story. As Fred Rogers once said, anyone who does anything to help a child is a hero to me, and have the chance to be, and sorry, you have the chance to be that hero. I personally think all of our CASA volunteers are those heroes. If your heart is stirring and you're wondering whether this is the right fit for you, I encourage you to take the next step. Talk with us, ask questions, and imagine the difference you can make in one child's life. Thank you.